Fire hey, Raiders Nation. We have hot news straight from our team's front office. But before we dive into that, tell me, are you a true Raiders fan? If so, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news. Well, let's get straight to the point. Our talented running back, Josh Jacobs, is in negotiations with the Raiders for a possible return to Las Vegas. According to Tony Pauling of Sportskeeda, Jacobs is not interested in a multi-year contract unless the numbers are huge. However, what's interesting is that Jacobs would be happy to sign a one-year contract to continue wearing our iconic silver and black. It is a unique opportunity to guarantee the continuity of one of our main players on the field. Jacobs is a talented and versatile athlete, capable of making big plays both running the ball and catching passes. He brings incredible energy to the game and is a fundamental piece of our attack. Now, the Raiders are not considering the franchise tag for Jacobs this year, which means we have a chance to work out a deal that works for both parties before free agency begins in a few weeks. This would be fantastic for keeping our team strong and cohesive for next season. For those who don't remember, Jacobs was selected with the 24th overall pick by the Raiders in the 2019 draft, and since then he has been an essential piece of our team. In 2023, despite facing some challenges, he showed his skill and determination on the field, contributing with touchdowns and solid performances. When it comes to contracts and renewals in the NFL, especially when they involve key players like Josh Jacobs of the Las Vegas Raiders, there is always a lot at stake and many aspects to consider. Let's take a closer look at this news and explore what it means for the Raiders and Jacobs. First, it's important to recognize Josh Jacobs' importance to the Raiders. Since being selected in the first round of the 2019 draft, Jacobs has established himself as one of the team's key players. His versatility as a running back, combining running and receiving ability, makes him a valuable piece in the Raiders' offense. Furthermore, his leadership and dedication to the game are aspects that cannot be underestimated. Jacobs' decision to consider a one-year deal is interesting. Generally, players seek longer contracts to ensure long-term financial stability. However, by opting for a short-term contract, Jacobs may be looking to maximize his market value in the near future, betting on himself to continue producing at a high level. This could be driven by a number of factors, including previous injuries or the search for a more lucrative contract in a different market scenario. On the other hand, for the Raiders, the possibility of locking Jacobs in for another season, even if it's on a one-year deal, could be a smart move. This allows the team to maintain its stability in the ground game and gives time to better evaluate Jacobs' performance and his ability to contribute consistently over an entire season. Additionally, it avoids long-term financial commitments that could limit the team's flexibility in the future. However, there are also risks associated with this approach. If Jacobs opts for a one-year deal and has an exceptional season, he could become even more expensive for the Raiders or even attract interest from other teams in free agency. This could create a situation where the Raiders would have to compete with other teams to keep Jacobs on their roster, potentially leading to a significant increase in his market value. Additionally, there is always concern about injuries when it comes to NFL players, especially running backs who face considerable physical wear and tear over the course of a season. If Jacobs suffers a serious injury during the season of his one-year contract, it could further complicate the situation for the Raiders and himself in terms of future negotiations. Ultimately, Josh Jacobs and the Raiders' decision regarding a potential one-year deal is complex and involves many factors. It is a situation that requires careful consideration from both parties to ensure the best outcome for the player, team, and fans is achieved. As a Raiders fan, I am eager to see how this situation plays out and hope it is to the benefit of both parties involved. So, Raiders fans, let's support Jacobs' stay in Las Vegas and show all our support so he can continue to shine on our team. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more updates and leave your excited comment showing all your support for this possible renewal. #RaiderNation American Football Collision.